Hello everybody and welcome back to another Wingspan game and another match from the Zigzag Heron Dash. And in this game I'm playing against Captain Awesome. We'll remember Captain Awesome because I had to play them twice in the previous tournament. But I'm going first in this one. I'm 0-2 out of my first two games, so definitely not a good start. And I asked Captain Awesome just now if I can record, and they said yes, but only if I say that every move they make is brilliant. So I won't do that for every move, but I'll just say it in advance now that every move that Captain Awesome is going to make is going to be brilliant. There we go. And we have a nice starting hand. We have Petrol, which is really nice, and we have Morning Dove, which is also very nice. I've also got Kākāpō. I kind of like to keep that. But I do wonder if that's going to screw me over in terms of tempo and things. Well, that's not good either. I guess we'll take Rodentologist and we'll live in hope, I suppose. So, how could we do this? Is there any way we can keep Kākāpō here? But I have to keep 2 food. Feeder is looking okay. Do I want to keep Kākāpō? I think it's there, and this bonus card's a bit iffy. If this was a nailed-on bonus card, but I think because it looks a bit iffy, I kind of like to have Kākāpō in my back pocket. It's going to screw down, make my tempo a tiny bit slow at the beginning, but I think it might be worth it later on. I'm sure Flan will disagree, but that's fine. So what can we do here? We could... I've got Nectar as well, so what I could do is I could play Morning Dove, take food, play Petrol, and then we go digging. And at least we've got the Morning Dove set up, so if we need to take food, we can easily take food then, thanks to the free Nectar, because then this way I'll need a Nectar or a fish to play the Petrol. So, yeah, I think we do that. We'll keep Kākāpō, because we can't discard Kākāpō. That would be very sad. We got this is nice. We've got eggs early. I mean, as the game goes on longer, these Morning Dove eggs won't be enough. But it'll give us something to get going with. Storm Petrol gives us lots of not keeping cards, but seeing cards, which is great. So yeah, I'll play Morning Dove, take food, and even if Captain Awesome takes food, the bird feed will probably be able to be reset. So yeah. It would have been a little bit better if I'd not had to do that, but it's fine. And also, by playing the Morning Dove, we'll get an egg, so you never know. We might just be able to play something like, I don't know, like a Sparrowhawk or something up here with maybe not having to take food. That would be nice. There's also a Cardinal here, which I'm maybe tempted to take. But we'll see. We shall see, we shall see. So yeah, hopefully I can get the win here and stop this losing record. But I did say last video that this group is pretty stacked with quite a lot of, at least the names that I recognise, because I don't know everybody in the community, but the names I recognise, I was thinking they're names I know are pretty experienced and very good at the game. So. And obviously Captain Awesome was the one in the previous tournament, the Xander's Hummingbird All-In, was the one that beat us. Well, we went 1-1, I think, but then Captain Awesome actually finished top of the group. So all I had to do was get a win against Captain Awesome, and I would have been the one qualifying. But I didn't, so there you go. Just so many good players in this community. Just even if you have a above 50% record, which I have got in the Oceania tournaments I have participated in. It's just so difficult to qualify for the latter stages. I need to definitely get better. But it's okay. I'm having fun and I'm enjoying the game. And honestly, sometimes that's all you ask for. Yeah, so what we'll do is I'll pause the recording until Captain Awesome has made their choice. Okay, so we are back. 3 birds. Okay, same as me then. So let's get this Morning Dove down. And hopefully grab that Nectar before it goes walkies, or if not I could reset the train and try and get Nectar too. So if we can get Nectar already in the wetland and in the forest, that'd be great. There's also, I'm almost tempted maybe to keep Nectar because It just depends on what I draw with the Storm Petrel. Will the Storm Petrel give me lots of good stuff, or am I going to take quite a few turns drawing? But it just allows you to see so many cards. Star Nest can also be handy. Okay, so you've got egg access, but in a different place. Okay, I'm actually tempted to leave this in a non-rerollable position. And maybe mess up Captain Awesome here a little bit. Although, the fact that this Blackbird's being played, I wouldn't be surprised if we'll just see cards getting taken 3 times, but we'll see. We'll play Petrol, and we'll get going and go digging. We'll keep a worm free. Worms are quite nice, because there are some birds which only cost worms. A Gold Crest would be really nice here. That would go perfectly with the Morning Dove, because we could... You know, would have an egg free. Might have to get the timing right a little bit, but we might be able to do it where we always have an egg to spend. We'll see. We'll figure it out. What was here? I wish I had a better memory. I can't remember what bird I was. That bird definitely changed. I can't remember what it was. Oh well, never mind. That's probably why I'm not a top level player. I don't pay attention to the tray often enough. I see the bird and I recognize the bird is there, but the minute it disappears, I don't remember what it was. Oh well. You guys will be shouting in the comments and telling me what bird it was. I might take this cardinal just because it is a bowl nest. Gives me extra food, albeit I don't really know how... Well, berry could be quite good for Kākāpō, I suppose. Junko. I'm tempted to take it. If I do have a lot of excess cards, I'll have a nice little setup going then in grassland or in forest. So I think we'll just take the Junko. And after Titmouse, okay, double play can definitely be a possibility. Let's just take... Oh, I said Sparrowhawk, and there's the Sparrowhawk. I don't know if I want... Do I want the Sparrow? That's the question. Do I really want Sparrowhawk? Nuthatch could also be kind of nice. If I can get that down. Lots of spare seeds floating around, so maybe we go for the nuthatch. Yeah, okay, we won't take Sparrowhawk. Australian Raven. Where is this Junko going? Is Junko going in the grassland? What I could also do is take food, and I might be able to. I'll be able to do this double play of the Titmouse and the nuthatch. If I really want to build that out quicker. Well, let's take cards at least once more. I might take that Australian Raven, because it is a rodentologist bird, and if I do have a lot of excess food, something to spend on. Crested Pigeon, probably not what I want from you. Kia, okay. Downy Woodpecker, okay. Flamingo. Well... I don't know. I mean, instinctively I'd take the Kia, but the thing is, if I'm using all my excess food onto the Raven, I don't know if I have enough food for that. I'd probably keep the Wild Turkey, but then is there any possibility here that Flamingo could work? Will I have enough birds to tuck, though, is the question. I mean, if Captain also goes full tuck here, Flamingo might be something I could do. I have things I could tuck right now. Would make the Storm Petrel a little bit less viable. Kind of shame to get rid of Wild Turkey, though. Maybe take the Flamingo, because I don't think I've ever played this bird, but there's definitely a world here where I could play it. Do I take food now and then play Flamingo? Then I draw. Okay, you're going for the... Ah, they're the Woodpecker. Yeah, I remember it being there. Yeah. Because I kind of want... So if I want to activate the Flamingo this round, I'll need to take food now. But I can't reset the feeder. So maybe that's going to be a no. So let's just draw cards. Okay, I like that. Okay. Oh, righty Alrighty then. Alright, I guess we take Wagtail. Can we... No, we're not going to be able to activate it this round. Nope. We're one action... if only I if only I had kept the Sparrowhawk, there might have been a way I could have played it, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to play that. Okay, well we can play it later, I suppose. We'll definitely keep the Wagtail, but we can't play it this round, unfortunately. That'd make this end of round very easy for me to win, I think. Okay, so... Right, we have to change tact here a little bit, I think. How are we going to do this? Not sure. Well, there'll definitely be one nectar left for me. Oh, unless that woodpecker takes it. Nope, I've got nectar. Okay. Well, I could still play the white wagtail to try and win this end of round, even though I can't activate it. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And do I want to though? Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a nectar, and let's take... I think a worm would be better. Or lay an egg. And what we can do, I've got one more turn. Let's see what Captain Awesome does here. Captain Awesome's got 2 worms, so might be looking to play something with 2 worms. I could play the white wagtail to Australian Pipit. Okay, so you're now on 3. But you've got a worm left. Do you have something that could be played? I'm trying to think here what I do, because if I play white wagtail, I could tie the end of round. But I think it would just be honestly better that I play something maybe like the nuthatch. I think that would be better. And I give up on the end of round. But it makes my next turn better. So I think we're going to do that. We'll sacrifice end of round. I have to hope here that Captain Wilson has another bird. But if they're having to play Pipit as the first grassland thing, I don't think that bodes very well. What I could do here is I could take food at the beginning of next round, and I will be able to play the flamingo. And if I have enough food left over, I might actually be able to play the whitetail. So this flamingo will really put... And I wouldn't have to draw cards until the end of the round, I suppose. Oh, there's a gnatcatcher. That's unfortunate. Okay, so what did you play? What did you do then? Oh, you drew cards. Okay, interesting. Gnatcatcher would be really nice. Do I need the extra food though? No, if I can just do a double... I'm trying to think where Junko goes. Will I have enough cards? Maybe. American Woodcock. Do we want that? I think we just proceed with what we want to do, I think. So let's take... We'll take that. Reroll. Okay, we'll get that then. I'm going to have to take food twice, aren't I? I'll probably have to take it anyway, to be honest. Okay, let's play Flamingo. And just give Captain Wilson something to think about. I could draw cards immediately. I'm going to have to definitely take food at least once more, because I'm going to have to play Wagtail. Maybe I don't have many turns. What am I playing next, then? Sacred Kingfisher. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, let's play Flamingo. Will I be able to get enough food to do the double play? I could do double play, Titmouse, Junker. Will I have enough eggs? Is the question. Maybe. The Zulu Bunt. Oh, the Zulu Bunting, I wouldn't mind. That'd give me all the eggs I would need to do everything I want to do. So I think we do it now, because we're going to get 2 from the Flamingos. I think that's worth it. How does Flamingo work? Do you have to take it from the deck? Tuck 1 card, and then you draw. It doesn't say from the deck. Oops. So maybe... Let's take from the... What could I tuck? Welcome Swallow could maybe be tucked. Crested Pigeon could definitely get tucked. Okay. Draw. Okay, you can definitely get tucked as well then. Okay, so... I think you can go... And... Yeah, you can definitely go. Do I want Gnatcatcher? Don't think so. Don't think so. Okay. Nice. Nah, not so nice. Okay, none of that is useful to me. House Rent, maybe, because we might be able to do a double play with it. And then, of course, Great Horned Owl pops up. Okay, okay, so we've got things we can do. I'm just going to try and I have to make sure I get everything down. I don't think I can afford... I've got 4 turns, so I need to definitely play Wagtail, and I definitely need to lay eggs. So is it going to be 2 turns taking food then? I might be able to do House Wren into Luzulu Bunting, so I'll have 3 things in the grassland. Let's take those. Do we throw a card? I think the answer might be yes to that. Got more nectar. Excellent stuff. Okay. I really like my forest to be built out. And then the eggs are going to be very useful. I don't know. What's your egg situation? Oh, you do have that egg type. It's on the blackbird, which is going to cause some problems for you. Not if you're playing Woolly Wagtail. Okay, never mind. Well, let's play this. And that'll give me time to decide, because I'm a little bit indecisive. I guess I want to try to compete for this end of round. Especially since I didn't get the last one. If I take food once, I might be able to have enough eggs to do Titmouse into Junko. At the moment I don't have a lot of cards I want to get rid of. Ah, there's an egret there. Oh, goodness. I can't pick it up. I can't pick this up because I need to take food and I need to lay eggs. Ah. So that's unfortunate. So, yeah, I think you can get that. So yeah, I'm just going to lay eggs. Ah, that's frustrating. Because again, another rodentologist bird. But never mind. So yeah, I think we'll do House Wren into Luzulu Bunting if I get enough food for it. I might have to use up a nuthatch seed. 2 worms which are sitting there will be good enough. Oh, okay. Do you want to try and tie this end of round? I think we do. I don't think I can afford to... Yeah, to give another end of round win. I think that's a good idea. So let's take these 2. Yes. Do I want to throw a bird? Could throw Welcome Swallow here. Might be able to get a nectar out of it. Let's reroll. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Okay, so let's play House Wren, please, down here. We need to use the worm. And then we'll play Zulu Bunting. And yeah, we'll have to use a Nuthatch Seed, but that's what they're there for. Okay, so we tie that end of round, not bad. Now I'm going first. Something worth taking. Probably like to take Red Knot. Would Franklin's go? I don't think you'd want Franklin's go somehow. Flamingo's not going to activate, which is a bit of a shame. But I don't think I can leave Red Knot hanging there. And I think that might... Yeah, I need to take cards anyway this round. Do I really want Red Knot? Does give me an extra card for throwing for food. So maybe we do just take it. Okay. That's a shame. I don't mind. Alright, don't care about any of that. Okay, fine. So... Junko. Yeah, I've got 2 birds I could potentially throw here for extra. So let me think about this. If I want to play... If I want to do Titmouse into Junko, then I need 2 food. I might have to throw away a Nuthatch Seed again. And then I guess, yeah, then Kākāpō will be my final forest bird. Yes, there's a purple martin. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to let my opponent take them if they want. I think it might just be too late for that stuff, but we'll see. Do we take a fish? What on earth could we use a fish for? Well, I guess I've got Spoonbill I could play. So yeah, I'm going to have to use up a Nuthatch Seed, but never mind. So yeah, I will... So let's think about this. So we've taken food, we've taken cards. So I will do the double play. That'll give me access to extra food. And also an extra food from the Junko, so that's really good. And then... okay, so Runner we need to try and play. Raven will have to be played in here. Yeah, I don't think we need any more birds, to be honest. Any cards that we're drawing, we can just throw for extra food. And maybe extra eggs. But we're still getting 4 eggs a turn from this. But I could... Sorry, my chair's making weird noises. I could throw Nuthatch Seeds here to get extra eggs, and that might help me win this end of round. I can't remember what you just took from here. Can't remember. Doesn't matter. Probably not important if I'm forgetting it. So let's play Titmouse. And then we'll play... Because there's nothing else worth playing, I don't think. So let's play the Junko. We'll do that. Okay, so I'm not on a huge number of points, but hopefully they'll start racking up. So we'll definitely take food once more. We have to take food. Lay eggs. And then... Depending on... Oh, I'm going to get 3 eggs from my opponent. Well, that's just grand. I'm really happy about that. Let's take a seed. Let's take a worm. I think we throw here. Nectar? Yes, there we go. We'll tuck you to get an extra seed. Take that. Take that. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Red Knot's kind of interesting because it doesn't give me much control on the bonus cards, but at least it gives me another card I can throw for extra resources. Roadrunner... Oh, how's the nectar looking? Okay, an extra nectar... Well, playing Roadrunner and then laying eggs I think would be a good idea. Thank you for that. Right, okay, question, what do we do? If I want to lay eggs, it makes sense for me to try maybe play Roadrunner before I lay eggs, so at least I can try and activate it and get a point out of it. I don't have any other... No, this is the only brown power bird. Also, it's a brown power bird, which is very useful for me here. So, we play this with one nectar. Maybe play it with two nectar, but it's making this nectar situation a bit dicey. Yeah, maybe don't play red knot. Maybe play spoonbill. I definitely need to lay eggs, so I think it makes sense if I play Roadrunner with two nectar and a worm. No. Two nectar and a seed. I then have all the food to play spoonbill. If I take food twice next round, I don't mind because I do have the raven. Maybe we do this. Maybe we don't play red knot after all. Yeah, maybe don't play red knot after all. That might be the card I throw for extra things. I think that's the right idea. I would like another bonus card though. Yeah, so that Roadrunner just got me 7 points. Gives me access to this slot. I guess I'm thinking right next round. I'm only going to be able to play at best 2 birds, but I think I'm only going to be able to play 1 bird during the actual round, which means I'm going to have to now make a choice. Well, no, actually, that's a good idea. If I play Spoonbill now, I can play Raven and Kākāpō next round, so I don't need Red Knot after all. But I think denying it from my opponent was probably a good idea, but then they got Godwit anyway. So yeah, this is fine. Yeah, so let's lay eggs, because we definitely need to lay eggs. And let's put them all onto the... Come on. Oh. Not only did we get the point, but we tried to eat Puffin. Oh, no. That's a shame. I think we activate this. I'm only giving my opponent 1 egg. Which is not going to get them very far. And it really boosts what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Good. So we'll play Spoonbill now, and then I think we draw cards first, because that gives us an... it'll give us 3 extra cards, 2 for food and 1 for eggs. Yep. That worked out just fine then. Yes, in the end, I don't think this flamingo is actually helping me very much. It got 2 tucks, and that was it. That's all it did. Ah, I can't believe I tried to eat Puffin. Oh well, never mind. Right. Spoonbill, here we go. Yeah, okay, so the nectar here increased. So the nectar we're going to try to win is the forest, and we could do that. We might be able to do that. So let's take an egg off this. Orphologist. Don't mind if I do, and if I actually play... Ooh! If I play the Raven in the grassland, I'll actually get a bonus 2 point out of it. Cool. Orphologist it is then. Okay, Raven is going into the grassland, which is fine, because I wasn't really trying to compete for the wetland nectar anyway. Okay. So what we need is we need to get 2 nectar for this Kākāpō, if possible. And the thing is, all the excess food I'm taking... well, I think one of those nectars should still be left there. If not, I can re-roll. There's a lot. I can get a lot of food this turn. Oh, I don't have a card to throw. Ah. Yep. Okay, well, it's in a rerollable position. So I think I take. I think I just take. I think I take cards here. Shoved is a big point bird, and maybe I deny the double play. That's a shame about flamingo, but never mind. Well, I'm really glad my opponent didn't get that. That now puts me in a bit of a difficult spot. Because I want to be playing Kākāpō up here because I want to get the Nectar victory. Shoot. Well, let's think. Benelli is 11 points. By the time we take off the 2 eggs, it's a 9-point play. If I swing the Forest Nectar, but I might not swing the Forest Nectar. So maybe what I do is I reset the bird feeder, and that might influence my decision. Maybe just playing Benelli will give me more points. I sacrifice this Nectar, but I've got these points in the bag. I could still play Raven in here anyway. Because obviously... is there another way we could do this? Do I even care about the Raven? Do I care about the Raven food? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't care about this end of game food. Could I play birds twice, perhaps? Could I get enough food from here? Let's re-roll and let's see what it gives us. Well, no nectar. Okay, so maybe that makes my decision for me. Maybe I don't play Kākāpō. Maybe we play Benelli. I do have Shoveler. So maybe I could play Shoveler for extra points if I wanted to. Maybe Kākāpō is not worth it now. So I have Raven here, so that doesn't matter for a Phologist. But then he gives me extra bonus points from Rodentologist as well, so maybe we don't play Kākāpō in the end, and we just have to sacrifice that. Alright, let's... So let's think about this. Can I throw cards here? I'm trying to think. Ooh. I'm not sure what I should be doing here. I don't really want to be playing Benelli with food. I guess if I take cards again, that's not worth it. So if I throw a card with the Junko, and I throw a card then, I only have one card for the Benelli. So that's the case. Do I only take food once, and I take cards again? But then, I don't think that's worth it either. Oh, shoot. Lack of nectar is really sad. I could play Shovel and then draw cards again. But then I don't play Raven, I suppose. It's not really worth it, I don't think. Ah, I'm so conflicted. I don't know what to do. I don't have the right food for the Raven either. Maybe I might have to draw cards again. Not ideal. Ah. Just apologising to Kākāpō. I know I'm taking quite a bit of time with this. I'm just trying to work out what I should be doing. Maybe there's a very easy solution, but I don't know what it is. We can play Shoveler because we've got the food from the nuthatch. But if we play Shoveler and Raven, we won't have time to pick up cards again. I've got a feeling Kākāpō is going to use the nectar in here, so I think this is gone. But I do need to tuck a card here. I have all the birds. Why did Benelli have to pop up now? Maybe I do have to take cards again. Maybe I do have to take cards again. I might be able to get a tuck off the flamingo. It's not giving me a lot of points though. Let's throw a card. I don't think... Well, yeah, I need the rat though. Oh, now all the nectar pops up. Oh, bird feeder, you're such a troll. Maybe I could just force down Benelli with food. I will be losing points because of it. Well, that wasn't a very nice turn. This is very frustrating. Okay. Well, we can play the Raven. We have 2 food left. So if I play the Raven now, I'll have 2 food that I can tuck on the Raven. And I could use all the nuthatch seeds to play the Benelli. Taking food again won't be worth it. I don't think. No, because I'm not going to have enough turns. That's the problem. Because I'm under a bit of a clock here in terms of I've only got... Because of the wagtail, I need to activate it. To get the free turn for the wagtail, I need to do everything. If only I could have ignored the wagtail and I could have taken... Well, I mean that's another Is there a way that maybe I could play both of these birds and just ignore the wagtail? Is that better? No, laying eggs is so good for me because it gets at least... If I can fill this out, I get at least 6 points. So I think that's just better. So I guess I play the Raven and I lay eggs twice. I have 2 food to tuck onto the Raven, and I guess it doesn't really matter then. I could... No, I don't need... I guess I don't have to activate the Raven. Shame about this. Yeah, okay. Let's play Raven in here. Well, there is another way I could do this. I could take the food and I just play Benelli with nectar And if I play it with 3 nectar, it might swing the forest nectar in my favor. There's 3 nectar sitting here. I can tuck the Kākāpō. So that gives me an extra food for the raven. That would be a 3-point swing in here. Plus another point from the Junco, plus another point from the Nuthatch. Plus then another seed onto the raven. So I think that's worth more points. And also then another Morning Dove egg. There's no guarantee this Roadrunner's going to hit. So maybe I do take this 3 nectar. Okay, maybe that's a different way to do it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Sorry, Kākāpō. Yeah, I've had you since the beginning. Okay. Yeah, I save 3 nectar for the Benelli. Yeah, I hadn't thought about it that way. I didn't expect so much nectar to be left behind, actually. Yeah, so my last 2 turns, I play Raven, and then I lay eggs. I'll win this end of round. Yeah, so there's only really a 6-point Benelli, but then because of the Rodentologist, and then if I do manage to swing this nectar in my favor, then it would be worth it, I think, if I've done the calculation correctly. Yeah, okay, I think we're looking good here. But I said last game it was going to be close, and then it wasn't close at all. Ah. Yeah, 8-point Orphologist, 6-point Rodentologist. That's alright. Really shame about the Kākāpō. I kept that Kākāpō for so long. I wish now I hadn't kept it at the beginning. That wasn't worth it. Don't keep Kākāpō at the beginning, people. It wasn't worth it. Oh well. Lessons learned, I suppose. I'll have to do the calculations again to see. I'm sure somebody in the comments will be doing calculations for me, but if this guarantees me the grassland nectar and maybe the forest nectar too, that's really good for me. Yeah, and I'll have one nectar, 2 worms. Yeah, I'll have 3 caches on the Raven this way. Plus all the Nuthatch seeds were saved. So yeah, I don't think I've ever played a Benelli without tucking the cards. I don't think I've ever done that. But I think it's looks like Captain Orson's got a difficult turn as well. I guess you got Shift Chat if you just want to be running that all the time. But then, more you can lay here, that helps pip it. If I can win the last 2 end-of-round goals, that's definitely better than last game. Yeah, these games can be so difficult, because I saw it when we played, well, at least when I played Captain Orson in the last tournament. I can't remember the second game, or one of the games, but the other one was only a 4-point margin between us. So yeah, all these things. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of things up for grabs. Did you spend your nectar to do that? You did. And you're still behind here. Okay, right. I like what's happening over here. We'll spend this egg. Well, no, let's think about this. No, we don't need to spend these eggs. We'll do that. Spend this egg and this egg. Yeah. Alrighty, so we'll just lay eggs, and that will do us then. Cannibals only has 1 turn because there's no teal powers over here. So whatever, I assume we're gonna just lay eggs. Get yourself 4 points. Maybe the hawk might hit. Also makes the pipit better. So yeah, we can get 9 eggs in bowl nest. That's good. I'm trying to remember. Cadwalson didn't see Benelli. And when you see a situation like this, you're probably not expecting Benelli to suddenly get played. So we'll do that. 1, 2, 3. Right, come on, Roadrunner. Good, Roadrunner. Excellent. What did you do? You laid eggs, right? You laid eggs. Okay, so giving your eggs isn't really a big deal. Oof. Okay, this is a tricky game. Lots of awkward management to be done. So you're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those eggs. Eight of those eggs, but I can spend my non-bowl nest eggs here to play the Benelli. So that's perfect. Ooh, difficult game. not what I really wanted to have on a... well, you're not going to see this until probably about Thursday, I think, but not really the stress I needed for a Monday afternoon, but it's okay. Right. Benelli, here we go. Get that nectar swung. Yeah, because we can definitely win this nectar. That's good. Take that off. Take that. Good. Done. Good. We won those by 2 eggs. Good stuff. And now here comes the Raven, and also then the Pipit over here. So Pipit will get 4 tucks, and the Raven will get 3 caches. So that's nice. Cash all. Oh! Greedy Raven taking the nuthatch seeds. All right, Raven, we'll give you, we'll give you them. Doesn't matter. It all works out the same. I didn't realize it would do that. Oh, I thought it only take the ones that were like actively in the supply, so to speak, rather than the nuthatch ones. Okay, so we got majority on the nectar too. So we got majority on end of rounds, majority for the nectar. I think we might be okay, but we'll see. But we need, even if we do need, I mean, a win is a win, and that's the most important. But our points difference is taking a bit of a tanking, so we need to get them. It's certainly looking very good at the moment. Maybe all that agonizing wasn't necessary in the end, because it looks like I've got quite a big win here. Oh no, there's quite a lot of tucks on over there. Okay, so in the end, that agonizing probably wasn't necessary, but I didn't know that. And I said it in the last game, oh, it's a really close game, and then it wasn't. So you never know with this. I'm really bad at counting points and things. But we got a win. We more or less reversed the points difference from the previous game. What was the bonus card over here? Viticulturalist, okay. Oh, and Closure Builder. Condor would have been 1 more, but wouldn't have been enough. There we go. Oh, well, okay. It looks like there's a bit of a struggle over here. Blackbow was a nice start, but then maybe didn't have much else thereafter, unfortunately. But yeah, GG's Captain Awesome. I will screenshot this for the Discord. And yeah, I don't think we need to analyze this too much, because I think I've agonized everything enough. But feel free, everybody, to let me know down below if there's maybe another way I could have done it. But I feel I'm getting better at managing these teal powers, especially on Oceania. We can get a little bit more food going. Shame I couldn't play it first round, but it's okay. And I think I made the right decisions. But it all kind of fell for me a little bit. But yeah, I didn't really need the Benelli. I think I would have been very happy with my Kākāpō up here, but I'm not complaining too much. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Sorry this was a little bit of a longer one, but I think after 2 losses, I had to really sort of focus in and make sure I got a win here. So we got it. We're 1 and 2. Let's see if I can win the rest. And I don't have any expectation of qualifying from this very difficult group, but try to stay above 50% is always my objective, and have fun along the way and learn some stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Remember, I do stream Wingspan on Twitch. If you're watching this on the day that's released, so it's on Thursday, then the following Wednesday there'll be a Wingspan Wednesday on Twitch. Links down below. And there's lots of other stuff on Twitch as well. Feel free to give me a follow. And I'll see you all in another episode very soon. So take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.